Boardwalk Empire. Okay. And get this going, and here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know if you can see me clearly. Maybe I have to raise you up a bit. So why don't I do a favor and raise this up? Give us some more height here, which would be great. As you guys know, your family, and good afternoon. Hello, DJ Ramarov. Good seeing you indeed. Hey, wow, it's so good to see you guys. Good afternoon. And let me adjust you guys a little bit as well here. Good afternoon, Julie SI. Good seeing you as well. And thank you so much for joining my 84th. Can you believe it's 84? 84th Tech Tuesday. Hello, Scott. Edo. Good afternoon, sir. Good to see you. Ryan. Hello. Sam. Sam, I'm here at Acura Honda. How great is that? Hello. Good seeing you. MJ neighbor. Good afternoon. UK's in the house. Hello, TYR. Thank you so much, Saeed MD, saying he's a big fan of our work. Keep it up. I appreciate that. Sal, neighbor. You're in Hawaii, aren't you? Just saw you earlier this week. By the way, Sal, he has a clean, beautiful STI. I wish I could work with him more. AJS says, I'm a legend. Thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate that. Scott 3D, greetings. Good afternoon, J Mart. Kevin, long time no see. Ruben, I am doing great. How are you? Big Stony, greetings. Good seeing you. San Diego in the house. We were just there this weekend with quite a few NSXs, as you can see right here. Oh, Sam, you missed out. I told you to come by, Sam, and take a look on Friday. The NSXs are awesome. There's a trio here of black, blue, and beautiful red. Hello, Style Vendetta. Good afternoon. Adizo, good seeing you. Julie from France. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Europe. Appreciate that indeed. Genesis, greetings. Stony, good seeing you as well. Ah, H22 Trans and CB7. Not bad at all. But if you're boosted, you may want something a little bit longer. Yes, Scott 3D says, damn, son, those are some fresh Acuras. Yes, they are. And look at this. So I have a soft spot for what many call the second generation NSX. Also, as we love using designations, alphanumeric designations, the NC1. I know, work is important. But you know what? Here's what I've learned. First of all, people have had vast experience with the first NA1 and NA2. And those vehicles came with a naturally aspirated V6, 3.0 initially, then 3.2 with the C-series engines, manual transmission, and those are fantastic for the time as well. I mean, really gave Ferrari a run for their money. And if you look at the technology for back then in the 90s, that was the car to have. That was a car that was timeless, beautiful, and still looks modern by today's standards, which is great. Now, fast forward to today. Hello, Dennis. Good seeing you. Fast forward today, look at what we have now. The NC1 twin turbocharged hybrid. And when I say hybrid, this is fantastic. I know, right? Kevin says makes 180 on a good day. You're right. On a good day, on a dyno makes 180 to the wheels. But these being 570 horsepower plus with tons of potential and technology, you guys know how I feel about tech. It has everything I ever wanted in a vehicle. It's absolutely fantastic. Luxury, style, and guess what? When you think about what it offers, really think about it, guys. You have the P1 from McLaren, 918 from Porsche. You have all these cars that have even the Enzo from Ferrari, 7-figure cars, and you have that technology. Hello, Roblin, in this for less than 200. How awesome is that? And it's so crazy because the looks that Hedy and I got this week driving these around is absolutely fantastic, and people coming up to us asking us wonderful questions about the chassis. I had the opportunity a couple weeks ago to track it. This thing is so forgiving. It made me look like a hero on the track, which is great. And you know, I love shifting, but the paddles actually are very convenient and very nice. Hello, Thick Chase. Hello, good seeing you. Ricardo Butler, 1989. Hello, good seeing you as well. So when it comes to how come it's so inexpensive, that's a great question. A gentleman just asked, why is this car so inexpensive compared to its competitors? Because you look at P1s and Enzos and 918s, and they're 7-figure cars. Why is this so cost effective, someone asked? Well, I have a guy here, John Watts. He's part of Acura. He can actually answer that question for you. So John, sir, here's my team. Yes. Come on in. And John can answer why the NSX is so inexpensive. So why is it priced so well?
A couple of reasons. One, the car is manufactured in just outside of Columbus, Ohio. So that helps to keep the cost down.
Of course.
Some of the components we have shared with other vehicles. So the engine is bespoke, the transmission is bespoke, but some of the hybrid powertrain is shared with other vehicles, so we can keep some of the costs down there as well. But I think primarily because it's designed, developed, and manufactured in the United States.
So R35R13 says, hi, John.
Hi.
And then Renee is giving you some hearts. He's getting hearts here, Eddie. It's kinda, I don't know what to think about that. How come I don't get hearts? Oh, look at
there we
tons
go.
of them. Japanese car made in the States. Acura NSX is so sexy, says Roblin Nin. Very interesting screen name.
Yep.
He's getting more hearts. Eddie's
Oh,
not
wow.
you doing the hearts.
I'm not. It's Renee.
So John, why don't you tell the team, why don't you tell my friends and family here, your position here at Acura?
So I'm the senior manager of the NSX strategy team. I originally got involved with this car before the launch and coordinated the launch activities for PR, advertising, and all the groups it took to bring this car to market. So we did a lot of collaboration with the ordering system between the corporate headquarters here in Torrance and the factory in Ohio, and then with all the dealers. So we set everything up initially, and then I stayed on to do some of the marketing and promotional activity for NSX.
I'm sorry, John, I'm laughing because he's getting so many hearts. This is embarrassing. Look at this. He's getting rainbow hearts and all kind of stuff here. They love you. A good question came in from a Scott 3D. He asked, how many models are made per year?
We're building around around 300 units per year for global consumption. We're selling in 13 markets around the world right now. The majority of them have been sold in the United States, and we've sold just over 1,000 here in the United States. In total, we have produced and distributed about 2,100 cars to date.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Brady has a good question for both of us. He's asking, is there anything on the new NSX that is missing that you wish you would have had?
Not really. I love the performance. I love the styling. I love everything about it. For me, I'm a shorter guy, so I'd like an adjustable seat.
Adjustable seat.
Yep, that's it.
For me, I love the technology in it, but I want more power. I want more power.
How much more do you need?
This is a bad question for me.
Okay.
I'm a bad influence.
Right.
You know, guys, I like 700 plus, me, but maybe I can make something happen. You guys let me know if you'd like to see me go crazy and do something like that. I'll be more than happy. Edo said he'll buy one next year. He wished he had a V8 twin turbo hybrid. The 6 is really good. You know what? You know what's great about this? Something that I noticed myself.
Yeah.
It's actually good on gas.
Yep.
The petrol consumption is I have a Viper, and that thing is disgusting with fuel.
Oh yeah.
This thing, a tank. I can't believe I've never had so much fun with such miserly consumption of fuel, which is great.
And you know, I have driven this car on long trips from here to Columbus.
Yeah.
I've gotten as good as 30 miles to the gallon.
See?
Unbelievable.
What exotic, what supercar can claim that, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, I just opened up the floodgates here. People are saying, more power, Bisi, do it. Do a 1,000 horsepower NSX. Do a 3,000. Oh my God. Well, guys, tell you what, I would do a poll on my feed after our interaction today, and you let me know what you'd like to see, and we'll see if we can make it happen. He's the man who can make a decision. I'm just a lowly scientist. I don't know anything, you know?
Not true.
So Rightwire Motorsports Electronics says parallel hybrid system. Any insight on that?
Parallel hybrid system.
Now, Ryan, if you're mentioning what it currently has, because this does have electric motors in the front and also an integrated motor assist on the petrol engine as well.
Right.
It has that. So if that's what you're referring to as parallel, this does have that. It gives an all-wheel drive application. And something else I noticed is because of the advantages of electric motors, where there's immediate torque at 1 RPM, this thing launches like that. Not that I ever tried it.
No.
It launches so beautifully, which is great.
And we're claiming a 0 to 60. We've gotten as good as 2.7 seconds.
Are you
0 to 60.
serious?
Yes. And it's just off the line.
2.7. Oh my God.
So if you look on the forums, people are getting good quarter-mile times and somewhere in the 10-second range.
Wow.
Yep.
10s in an NSX. Imagine that. The first gen could not even come anywhere close to that. They're asking, is there going to be an NSX Type R?
There's been a lot of speculation, and probably a month ago there was a blitzkrieg of things online.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Some drawings of them. I think we're all hopeful for something like that. So I would just say stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You heard it from the man himself. Speaking of man himself, Style Vendetta is asking, does it have torque vectoring?
Yes, it does. In the
Ooh.
front, torque vectoring as much as 10%, 90%, and anywhere in between.
Speaking of the hybrid system, Ruben Minimi is asking, will the hybrid system be used on any other model of cars? Similar architecture on the NSX?
Yep. Actually, we have it currently available on the Acura RLX hybrid and on the MDX hybrid. Obviously, those two vehicles are front-wheel drive, so it's flipped backwards, but it's the same basic technology that we have in those two other models.
Right, I see you're asking, is IMA pancake motor and motors on front wheels? That is correct.
Yes.
So integrated motor sits on the petrol engine between the gearbox and the engine itself, and also two motors in the front, one for each wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, and NSX would be awesome. I completely agree. Empire of Japan World is saying hello from not Japan, but from Tijuana, Mexico.
All right.
So thank you for joining us as well, you know. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the input. Ryan, by the way, Rywire Motorsports Electronics, he does all the wiring on all my race cars.
Okay.
So whether it's a Honda, Porsche, whatever the case may be, he does it. Can it run on electric only? I
Yes.
can answer that. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, you can beat me to it. Yes, it does. And it's so quiet. There's a quiet mode, and it continues to use. It's like an EV until you run out of juice, of course, and then the petrol engine comes on and charges it up again. But it is so stealth. It's the best car to drive by in. I'm kidding. Anyway, okay.
Yeah,
Hello,
you know,
Piero.
on that,
Yes.
we can. The range that we are quoting is
Yeah.
a max of 50 miles per hour
Okay.
and a range of about 5 miles. So it's
That's pretty
relatively
good.
limited, but if
Yeah.
you want to stealth in somewhere,
Of
you can
course.
easily do that.
Of course. Christian Races is saying make an off-road version of an NSX. Hey, I'm telling you, whatever you want to see, I'm really going to put a poll up. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll pass it to John. If he stamps it, it happens. If it's not good, if it's a rubbish proposal, it won't happen. Okay. How much power is available in electric-only mode? That I don't know.
Yeah, horsepower from the 3 electric motors is 75 horsepower.
Ooh.
So the petrol is good for 500,
Hmm.
and then 70. Actually, it's 73 for the 3 electrics.
Very nice, very nice. Will a twin turbo NSX hybrid work? Well, yes, it actually does. So it's right here in all its glory, you know. Hetty, you know what's crazy? He's getting more questions than engineers. This is scary. We have so many engineers here, and
Oh, really?
people log off. He has people engaged. This is great. They love you. Okay.
So one thing
yeah.
I would like to point out. Somebody
Yeah.
asked about the sales.
Mm.
Right now, for the first time ever in the history of second-gen NSX, the production for the month of August and September
Oh.
is 100% customer orders.
Oh.
And we've been waiting for that for a long time. We finally
Interesting.
achieved that. Now the word is getting out, and we're taking orders through December of this year.
Very nice. Now,
Yeah.
some manufacturers have done this. Would the customers have the opportunity to view their car being built or be able to visit the factory?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So we have 2 programs. It's called NSX Insider Experience. The
Nice.
website is www.nsxinsiderexperience.com. So you go to the factory. If you've already taken delivery of your car,
Mhm.
you can go see NSXs being built.
Nice.
If you are waiting for the build of your car, you
Yeah.
can be there and put the Acura badge on the back. You put the serial number on the car, and you're inside the
Oh,
car when it comes to
nice.
life on the dyno, all right there. And you're as close as we are to any of the builders on the line.
That's smashing.
Interact with them. They give you a wrench and
Oh,
ask you to tighten a
See,
bolt.
Porsche doesn't
So
do that. You can do that with Acura. How
Yeah.
cool is that?
We're very friendly.
Kokoro Honda's asking, that's Charles, I believe.
Yes,
Tell
it
us
is.
about the rich legacy of Acura racing.
Acura Racing, wow. It goes back probably in earnest with Peter Cunningham and Real Time Racing back into the 90s. Real Time Racing fielded NSX, Integra, they've had TSX, they're currently running a TL. Peter Cunningham just ran at Sonoma and won in a GT3 NSX. And yeah, we've been actively participating in racing for many, many years.
Very nice. Yeah, Kevin says he remembers the Real Time Racing team. I saw a good question here let's see. Rob Lightning is asking, are there optional Acura body kits available for the NSX?
From us, directly from the factory, no, but there are some out in the aftermarket
Okay.
that are available.
Very nice. Kevin's asking, does it run on E85? No, it runs on E10 now, but if the team is kind enough to allow me to get my hands on it, I guarantee I'll make it run on E85 very, very nicely, which would be a godsend, actually. Let's see here. Edo Motorsports asking, didn't they just offer large discounts on the NSX?
There is a program that has been available for a while, since the launch of the 19 model year, $20,000 dealer cash. So it's up to the dealer to you as a buyer to negotiate the price.
Very nice. What is the suspension on the NSX? I noticed that it was electronically actuated, but do you have any insights on the suspension and why it handles so well in different modes?
It tightens up. I think it's a combination of the suspension itself and the adjustment and the rigidity of the body. So if you take a look under the hood and see where the adjustments are for the shocks, it's a box frame, and because the body the frame is so solid,
Sorry.
that's funny.
Thank you, Rob.
You're able to get the adjustment in the suspension. So we have 4 settings. Quiet, it's the most compliant, and that's really good. And as you probably noticed, for a long trip, you're not beaten up by the time you get there if you're running in quiet mode. Sport dials it up just a little bit more. You feel the stiffness in the suspension and the steering. Sport Plus more, and then track mode.
Very nice.
Did you have a chance to do launch mode?
Yes, I have. When I was in my dreams. I did.
Sure, of course you did.
When I was in Mexico, I did it. It was great. I watched all your YouTube video shows, says Grayson. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. That means a lot to me. Please subscribe. And this will be up in about 24 hours as well, this interaction with John and I, so you'll be able to see that indefinitely. J. Martis asked a great question. Are any composite materials such as carbon fiber used in the construction of the NSX?
Yes. There's some composites, not carbon fiber, that are used in the front fenders. And the only place that we actually have any carbon fiber is in the floorboard, underneath the passenger seat and underneath the driver's seat. It's only about this large.
Understood.
Yeah.
Oh, a gentleman was asking, Greasy Ruiz, anyone know the unofficial top speed on the NSX?
We are quoting 191 miles per hour.
Very nice. Maybe I'll get to put that test one day. Maybe. We're at a lot of half-mile events. That'd be fantastic. Another gentleman. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, look at his hearts. Hey, what is going on? I can't have he's banned from this show. I can't have him coming on. He's getting all these hearts. I never get hearts. And he's getting all these hearts. This is great. This is fantastic. Okay. Let's see. What kind of tires are those on the Blue Beauty in the background? So they're Continental.
They're Continental 6.
It's Continental 6. Is there a reason why you chose that particular compound or tire?
It really does well in the rain. For 17 and 18, we were running the Continental 5s,
Understood.
and we changed to the 6.
Okay.
And it does significantly better in the wet.
Very nice. So wet performance and safety is extremely important, as we've always known Acura and Honda to be really embrace that significantly. Let's see. Brady says, thanks for answering some of my questions, both of you. Bisi, I've been following you for a few months now. You're really an inspiration. I hope to own my own high performance tuning shop one day, and I wish you the best. It's a wonderful world to be able to really enjoy what you do. To put something on paper and bring it to life and drive it is one of the best experiences I've had in my entire life. It's absolutely smashing indeed, which is great. High Class Custom is saying interior. How's the interior? Now, what are your thoughts on interior? I have my thoughts on it, and I'll share with High Class Customs, but what are your thoughts on the interior of the NSX?
Yeah, whenever I talk to people that are experiencing the car for the first time, I always tell them to get in, take a look forward at the visibility, and you probably noticed that. The forward visibility is fantastic. The seats are by far and away the most comfortable seats of any supercar, I believe, ever built. The layout of everything is quite logical. Everything that you need to do with your left hand is easily controlled by the area on top of the door. Everything is logical. So I guess in a word, I would say that the interior is very logical and very user-friendly.
For me as an enthusiast, the one thing I notice about interior is that everything looks elegant. You know, you look at some of the other European, I would say ones from the UK, some of the supercars from the UK, the interiors look very patterned to a fault. This looks very rich, very nice, very elegant. Something as simple as the paddles, there's a good weight to them when I'm shifting. It's absolutely fantastic. The combination of aluminum, leather, is actually quite nice. I'd love to see a bigger screen. I would, personally, but he's absolutely correct. Everything is very logical where things are placed, and I find it very appealing. Very, very appealing indeed.
I don't know.
And not confusing at all. You see some of the Europe, some offerings from Mercedes-Benz, you're like, okay, what's going on? Or even Lexus is really interesting.
Yeah, there are buttons and switches everywhere. But when you get in, one attention to detail is the steering wheel.
Yes.
Did you notice that it's not completely round?
Yes.
It's cut off at the bottom, which is not so unusual. But the placement of at 9 and 3, where you place your thumbs, is very, very logical. It's a nice holding place.
Very good feel.
Yeah, and the thickness of the wheel. But,
That's, yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
But if you also notice that there's no stitching for the leather wrap
Yes,
steering wheel,
that gets
there's no
annoying
stitching on it.
sometimes.
Yep.
You know, the stitching is kind of irritating, and it's devoid of it. And I don't know. I didn't know if that was by design or just, I don't know if it's a cost-saving measure, but it's actually quite nice.
Yeah, it's attention to detail.
That's great. Attention to detail. Ah, Scott 3D is asking how many gears in the transmission?
9.
9 gearbox.
Yep.
Grace McWilliams is asking, I like your minivan. What is the max at? Now, do you mean max power or max speed? Power, I claim 1029. We've done more than that on the dyno. So if you saw that video we did on with our friends from Netflix, if you look closely to the video, you'll see what it made. It was ridiculous. I can tell you it was over 800 foot-pounds of torque. But I haven't taken it up to high speed. And that thing has a drag coefficient of a barn door, that Odyssey. So I don't know what I can get it to before things start flying off, or it gets more and more difficult to push through resistance of air as you go up in speed. But I should test that one of these days, DJ is saying Honda Acura has always been known for their visibility. Absolutely. Safety is paramount, Bisi, are you going to show us the interior and the engine? I will definitely do that afterwards. So after we're done with John, we'll do a walk around on some of the cars, and we'll be able to do that. You drove the GTR up to your teacher's funeral even though you're 13? Well, I hope you're not in the United States. I don't think that's legal. What's the internal layout in the engine? Any forged parts in the engine? I heard something very interesting about the development of the engine, that thing is pretty robust. But do you have any insights to share with us about the engine itself?
I believe the connecting rods are forged.
Aha!
I do believe that to be the case. The interesting thing about this engine is the spec difference between the stock street car and the GT3 car is there's just some modification at the bottom, but all of the tolerances, all the torque, all the materials are exactly the same. And they're built in the exact same factory.
More hearts. So guys, that means I can do some damage and I won't break anything. It's pretty cool. Okay. Hello, Ego Talent TSI. Good seeing you. Oh, High Class Custom says great insight. He felt the same about the interior. Thank you so much. Great minds think alike, Give it a big old rear wing. You know what? I really like the rear end of this, and if I were to change something, and it has to be, of course, embedded in science, not something I randomly just do, but if I were to design a wing, it'll be very similar to the rake that exists now, but a little bit more pronounced. I won't put a big wang on it. I wouldn't do that, But thank you so much for suggesting that, Christian. 10 million miles per hour? No, I don't think it'll get to that. I don't think that's even physically possible. Hello, Riley CD5. Good seeing you. Good afternoon. Take it for a spin in the Odyssey. I'm in Ontario, California. You know how Ontario PD is. They're very, very mean to me. I can't go around unless you want to cruise to El Pollo Loco. Then we can make that happen. No problem. Miss you, BC, says Tristan Evans. Miss you too. Any cup holders? Now that's interesting.
Yes.
He beat me to it. There are cup holders, which is fantastic, and it's very clever how it detaches and attaches. What was the rationale behind that design? Was it an afterthought? Was it like that from the beginning, from the go? What is the deal?
The cockpit is a little bit tight, as you can imagine, and there's no really good place to put them. There's a small storage area between the seats.
Yeah.
That would have been a logical place, but to reach
reach
around
back
is
is kind of
very,
convenient.
very difficult.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have the gear shift and everything in the middle. So we put a cup holder that goes into the side of the console. You can take it in or out. It intrudes a little bit into the passenger area. So for driver only, you put your 2 cups of whatever there, and if you have a passenger, then you can just take it out and put it in the glove compartment.
Absolutely. So if you have any non-alcoholic beverages, it does have a compartment for it. Grayson is asking, Grayson McWilliams, is it turbocharged? I must have done a poor job in sharing that. But yes, it is. Twin turbocharged indeed, Ruben says that means send it. Oh, I know. You guys in this send it. Send it is this new, phrase about just taking to the track and just blasting it down the track.
Yeah.
Okay, one day I will. But I did some testing at the Streets of Willow recently at the KW Shakedown. That was great. And I have some content on our feed. If you can take a look, it's still up there, Does it have active aero? I know the answer to this, but I'll let John answer. Does it have active aero?
It does not have active aero. No.
It does not. Reginald's asking me something in what looks like Portuguese, and I can't read that, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Neither can I.
So I'm sorry, Fox Design, Paul, this is a hybrid, and you came on a little bit later, but that's okay. It has an integrated motor assist with a petrol engine in the rear and 2 electric motors in the front. Now, but he's asking, is there any plans for an NSX in the future? Pure electric.
Interesting, very interesting comment. At the moment, no, there's no plan to do that. An all-electric car, I think, personal opinion, is it's missing something visceral. Tesla, you can go fast all day long, but there's just something that you're missing from not having an internal combustion engine.
I agree. The sound is quite intoxicating.
Yeah.
It's very nice and gives you that rumble that makes you feel good when you're driving, which is great. Grayson is asking, which is faster, a GTR or NSX? Now, John, you don't know this, but I got quite vexed recently when I saw this video online, and it was put together by Top Gear UK, and they really pitched a factory NSX. So I'm going to reach out to them one of these days if I end up doing something really cool with John. I'm going to reach out to them, and we're going to reenact that again with my modified NSX versus that rubbish GTR. So, Gray, hang tight. Maybe something will happen, you know? Would there be any performance options when buying it, like an exhaust, wheels, trims, etc.?
From the factory, no. We have different wheel designs, but we do not have a modified exhaust. There are, a couple of good aftermarket companies that provide that, but currently we do not.
I think good. I know you're out there in the UK, and I tend to visit there quite often, but stay tuned. Maybe I'll have some offerings there that'll be still good and keep everything nice and legal so you don't have any challenges with emissions, which would be great. Roger, thank you so much saying Bisimoto is the best. I really appreciate that. Have I ever met Ken Block? Grayson is asking. Have you met Ken Block?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you guys look at not the most recent issue, but the issue before of the Need for Speed franchise, you'll see me and Ken Block in the game. We actually did that game together in the UK a couple of years ago. And that being said, I've met him quite a few times, and he's part of Hoonigan, as you know. I have a lot of content that we put out with Hoonigan, and he's a great guy and very talented driver indeed, you know? What brand turbos do they use in size? I don't know that. Typically I take turbos apart and measure them. I haven't. Do you happen to know what brand turbos are on this?
Someone just asked that. It's a Japanese supplier.
I wonder if it's IHI. I'm not sure. Huh. But I'll find out.
Question.
I'll find out. I'll find out for you, Edo. And Ed, I know you. I'll find out, you know. Yes, cup holders. Yes, no time for drinking while driving. Absolutely not. Driving is have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
I go, is this the purse hanger or what? It's a cup holder.
Yeah, of course. We had a whole discussion.
Oh, really?
You've missed.
She's
You're
late.
late.
She's late.
You're
She's
late.
late over here, you know. So Charles saying, John, tell us about how you helped develop the special edition Zanardi NSX. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
so you're holding back. He's holding back, guys. So you're going to have to give him plenty of hearts after this. Okay,
Yeah,
so tell us about that, please.
In '98, we were looking at doing something unique for the first-gen NSX. And we wanted to do something with Alex, because he was one of our favorite drivers at the time.
Right.
And he was quite an inspiration for a lot of people. Anyway, we approached him, and he said, yeah, I'd like to cooperate with you. And he had a hand in selecting the color, the wheels, the suspension settings, and all the modifications that we could make. But to sign the deal, he and I met up at Laguna Seca after his famous corner cutting at the Corkscrew. We sat on a flight
He's
from...
getting hearts again. Oh my God.
I'm
walking away. I'm going away.
No. Come back here. So we were on a flight back down to LA, and he looked through the book and agreed on everything. We had the badges made here locally, and the rest is history.
Wow.
And
now, is this a limited edition or was it a one-off?
we made 49 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's still one in the lobby of PMC.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
And if you happen to own one now, the prices have gone
with
sky
great
high.
investment.
Yes,
Great investment.
Great investment.
Ruben Minimi is asking, it would be cool to see a special edition with Ayrton Senna, as being that he contributed to original NSX. So there's a Senna edition that may be coming out.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Oh my God, more hearts. Oh my God.
Great idea. Thank you for that.
I think Good from the UK is asking, the question everyone wants to know, he put it in caps,
Yep.
is Bisi allowed to modify one? Am I allowed to modify one?
We haven't
discussed that yet.
we have
haven't had an
not.
opportunity yet.
We'll
So
have to have that discussion.
I'll keep you posted, Adam. We'll tell you what, Adam, once again, I'm going to put up a poll. Let me know what you'd like to see. And if it makes sense, he'll be more than happy to make it come to life, you know. Yes, it will be the Prius, Kristen. Shame on you, you know. Yeah, DJJ saying Bisi's going to give Top Gear an over-the-knee spanking. Yes, I will. I'll teach them manners properly, you know. um, NSX versus the Odyssey. You know the NSX will destroy it because the NSX has traction. The Odyssey is, when I'm flooring it, you can walk faster and the thing just burns rubber. It doesn't go anywhere.
So fat.
Yeah, it's so fast. Oh, don't listen to her. She's being naughty over there. You know. Kevin is giving. Look at the hearts ITB Kevin's giving. Look what he's giving John Watts. This is scary. This is scary.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I know he's gonna get stalkers. Give BC the NSX. Okay. Is there type of? We talked about that. So AV, you have to look at this later on and find out. You know. Mr. John, let BC build one. That would be awesome.
You do a great job.
We will talk about that soon. I promise. God, he's getting hearts. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Are you guys doing that? No. It's like, oh, I see faces, not your faces. Yeah, they're showing the faces too, which is pretty crazy.
Funny.
Thank you so much, guys. Oh my God.
Do you know that this car was designed here on this property, just across the way here?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, by Michelle Christensen, in the Acura design studio that's here on this campus. We're here at.
Did you guys hear that?
I'm
That's
not-
pretty impressive. This was designed here on this campus. How sick is that?
Yeah, we have
You know?
an Acura design studio that's just about walking distance, 5 minutes from here.
Wow.
And it was a great coup for us to have the design work done here, for us to do all the development work and to manufacture it
Very
in Ohio.
nice.
So it stretched the capability of the whole
They
company.
did a smashing job.
Yeah,
It looks
she's
really,
great.
this gorgeous car. I was shocked. I thought everything was in Japan. See, that shows what I know. I'm educated here, which is great. Oh, everyone's saying BC modified. Okay, guys, I promise I'll present something to him. It's up to him. It's not my job. I can do it. I can't make the decision. Can I be your Odyssey with my 2009 two-stroke? Can you be? I guess you could be it. I guess you meant beat. I'm not sure. We'll have to probably race it to find out, which is pretty interesting. You know. So guys, we are here at the campus in Torrance of Acura, and their partners Honda, which is fantastic. And we have 3 beautiful examples of NSXs here. As you can see, we have a black, blue, and red, which is absolutely smashing. And it's given me the most visceral, most exciting experience I've had in a supercar in a very long time, you know? Greasy, yes, I would talk to him about modifying it. Oh my God, parts. Oh my God. Bisi would better off getting and putting, and what does Acura have planned? Oh, I don't know if you know this. What does Acura have planned for SEMA is what Fox Design is asking.
Good question.
That's a great question. Do you happen to know if any plans yet?
I don't know what we're doing.
He doesn't know yet, you know. You're on your way. Okay, well done. BC, please tune my 19 Odyssey Elite. Sure, I'll be more than happy to tune it. No problem, just send us an email at sales@bisimoto.com and we will make it happen. Okay, well guys, thank you so much for your interaction with me today on the 84th episode of the Bisimoto Tuesday. Roblin gave one more heart for John. I'm sure he appreciates that. Thank you so much. Alfie, good afternoon. Good seeing you from the Bay Area. Thank you for joining us, Alfie. We're here at Acura headquarters with, oh, I get one heart too. Thank you so much. 3 NSXs, you know. Grease is asking, would I ever work on muscle cars? Yes, I have. I've done quite a bit of Ford. As you know, we modified our Viper recently. Sam gave multiple hearts to John again and saying, please build one. Tell John to loan me to do a time attack car. Sure, no problem. What is going on with the heart?
I'm not doing me neither.
I know you're not, because people,
Charles.
he's getting hearts like crazy here. It's not Charles, is they're talking, you know. Spoon Edition NSX. I would love to see that too. Maybe a pretty yellow and blue, but they don't tend to do hardcore modifications. I wish they would do more hardcore stuff. I hear this insight about balance, which is pretty interesting. But thank you so much. Nitro Solar says, BC, I have an AM shopping list. Are you busy this month? What is a good time to stop by the shop? Thank you, sir. At your leisure, please give us a call at 888-922-6686. I'm sure that Lindsay will be more than happy to schedule in so we can have a chat about what you need from AEM. We're here earlier on. If you look at my stories today, we were at AEM with a couple of these NSXs as well. So we just left there and came here directly, which is pretty nice, you know. Thank you, Alfie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hello, Sensei. Good seeing you as well. Good afternoon. Well, once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the 84th episode of the Bisimoto Tech Tuesday. Thanks so much to John Watts and the team for making this great opportunity available to us. And I'll put up something very soon to let you know what you'd like to see from us with our partners from Acura and the NSX. Meanwhile, you can see some many events coming up in the Southern California area and probably throughout the country. So thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned. This should be up for another 24 hours here on Instagram. I will then, with Ernest, upload it up to
Can you let me know
YouTube.
about the event coming up on Saturday?
Sure.
Mr. Hart's will be live in person.
So yeah, Hedy just had me remind you guys that if you're in the Southern California area, forgive the noise in the background. They're actually tidying up the plumbing. If you like to see the Hearts man himself live, if you want to see John Watts live and you want to put a bug in his ear, what you like to see, he will be at the Rosnack event in Pasadena on the famous bridge. So by all means, if you go on Rosnack Automobile's Instagram page, you will see information. Not Thursday, on Saturday morning, early Saturday mornings, morning octane on Saturday, you will be able to see John Watts himself, Mr. Hearts himself, right there in all his glory. And you can talk to him at Ernest. He's a very nice chap, very nice indeed. Oh, look at all these okay, save it for Saturday. Save it for Saturday. No, Kevin, I'm not racing the NSX on Thursday. No. Unless Hedy does something, maybe she'll take it over there, I'm not sure. But I don't have any plans to race on Thursday. So it'll be up. This will be up on YouTube in a few hours. And then, of course, for those of you who have access to podcasts, so on and so forth, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, Google Podcasts, you name it, you'll be able to have access to what we did today, which is great. Thank you so much, Edo. Thank you so much, Paul from Fox Design. Peace, Nitro Solar. Have a great one. Cheers, and stay safe out there. Take care, Brian. Bye-bye.